Hey, it's MK, and I am back with another off the board layout for you guys today. And today I have a mood board that I'm actually going to try to replicate the colors from. Oh my stars. So today I have this cute little cowboy western set that is from Some Assemblage Required. I also have a washi piece that is uber old from Stampin' Up. I'm going to be very sad when this piece is no more. I have a small little bit of burlap that I must have used the rest of the roll. I think it was gifted to me, by the way. And I have a cattle drive that was happening on a back road that I sometimes take home. I also have the leftover inner bit of this rope cut file that I created for this layout. I have a video where I share with you guys how I make it look 3D. I'm going to try to use the leftovers or the inner bit, the negative piece, to mount my photos. And then from my mind's eye, so Sophie, way back in the day, I have this pattern paper. It looks like this on the background, but I'm actually going to use the turquoise side again to represent my mood board. I have a white piece of cardstock that I'm going to put all of this in, do a little bit of mixed media in the background as well. But yeah, definitely try to stick with the color combination that I have going on with these aquas, teals. What do they call that color, you guys? I'm not really sure. It's just that in between blue and green, right? It's not turquoise. I know what turquoise looks like, but it's that color that everybody's drawn to. I know I am. So I'm going to try my hardest to get all of these photos onto one piece of cardstock, but I know that it's probably not going to happen. Just letting you guys know that for right now. But I give it the old college try. I think I actually end up flipping my green paper over and using the backside for my photos. And there it is. So I'm just trying to get a feel for how much I can save on what cardstock, and that depends on which direction I cut it at. And I decided to cut it the widthwise because I can get all three of them going down one width, and I knew that they weren't all the same length or all the same width. So I started with the largest width and worked its way there, and then I still have a large portion of the green dots to play with. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to end up doing is, matting my photos. But yes, I do have a separate small little video. It's very, very small. Sharing clips of me coloring in this rope die cut that it's a cut file. It's not a die cut. And I created it just for this specific layout. I did not intend, but I really wanted a lasso of some sort for my layout. And I couldn't find one that I really liked. So I ended up just making my own. Maybe I'll put it in the shop for you guys, for anybody that needs their own lasso as well. But in all intents purposes, I just wanted one. And so when I can't find something, that's basically how Some Assemblage Required shop came to be, is I couldn't find what I was looking for in the scrapbooking industry. And so I made my own. And so, yeah, that is the gist of how Some Assemblage Required came to be. And now I am sharing with you guys my rope that I couldn't find and I wanted to make up. So I'm going to go ahead and outline everything for you guys because I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media. Just around the photo portion. I don't think I'm going to go around the entire rope. I think I just want it to look like the dust that they were kicking up on this road. And so I want it to look hazy and foggy and whatnot. So I'm going to take whatever brown ink is left on my blender brush and go ahead and blend around all of my pencil lines. And I start from within my pencil line and work my way out because I know my pencil line is the edge of my photos. So I don't really want it to be super big, super wide. So I start from inside my line and work my way out. And sometimes I bring my photo back in to see if that's where I really want my to see if that's where if it's out far enough or not. But this one here, I just wanted it to look like a dusty mess. So here I am taking off the masking that is on all of my wood pieces. I talk about this frequently because I want everyone to know that there is a masking on all of my wood pieces. And the reason that is because I don't want the laser to make it a mess. I don't like that scorch mark that the laser leaves on real wood. Now, for my MDF pieces, I never had a masking because it never left that type of scorch mark. But on real wood, because you've got the wood grains going on, the scorch line gets inside that wood grain and is more prominent than on the smooth MDF that I started with years back. I love saying that, you guys, that I started with years back. And so I just want everyone to be aware of it because I've had a few comments of, hey, I ordered it. It showed it was supposed to be white, but I got it and it's brown. Well, that's because it has a masking on it. Or I've got, others where it's supposed to be a color, but you guys get it in brown. And it is truthfully, honestly, because it has a masking on it. So I just wanted to share with you guys that even I pull the masking off of my own. And I do keep the masking on to keep the costs down. If I had to pull the masking off of every single one of any of my pieces, acrylic, wood veneer, any of those, if I had to pull the masking off, it would be time consuming and that time needs to be paid for, right? I'm just letting you guys know that. It's an awful, horrible industry thing to think about, but time is money. And so I would have to raise my prices because I couldn't make as much because I'd have to be taking the masking off. I hope that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to take these white thickers, color them with a Stampin' Up! Blends. I forgot. I was talking too much to tell you guys what color it was, so I hope you guys saw it to get the color that I am looking for. I used to have a set of thickers that were in this color, to be honest, but I think they were my favorite and I used them all up. So now I'm taking some tiny word stickers and I'm going to scatter them throughout my clusters. And I won't have very many clusters. I just think that this is very interesting that we are still out. We're still rural enough to where we have cattle drives. And there's a lot of farmers that share this road and a lot of non-farmers that also use this access road as a way to avoid, we have a roundabout that you have to go around in order to get to certain areas of where I live. And there's this back road, and some people don't like to take it because obviously you get to wait for the cattle drives. It's dusty, it's maintained by the farmers, and all that stuff. And so your chances of going down it, you might get it to where it hasn't been maintained for a while. You might get it when, you might be on it when it is just barely been maintained and it's almost like a fresh road and fabulous to be on. So you're really gambling at taking this road, and I like to take it. I think that it's a nice back door to our house, but it doesn't save me any time whether I go through the roundabout or go through the back road. I don't take the back road on bad days like snow days or anything like that because how to get back into my area, I have to go down this very steep hill, and I worry that I'll slide off the road trying to come down that steep hill. It's not really a road, and so during bad times I don't take this road, but days like this I don't mind the wait for the cattle drive. I think it's really cool to see that we still do this, that we still herd our cattle from one landscape to the next. I just find that that's super fascinating. So I created a word that says cowboy strong to put into my saddle and hat and rope cluster. And then down at the bottom, I think it says rough and tough, which I pulled out from one of my Cocoa Vanilla tiny word stickers. And then, of course, it was a cattle drive experience is going to be the name of my title. And I just am very pleased with how simplistic this layout is and how well it turned out. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I truly appreciate it when you guys stop by to see what I am up to. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. I just said that, but I cannot thank you guys enough. I just feel like I don't say it enough. Also, too, please check out the playlist down below for Off the Board all month long. And I will check you guys all later. Thanks. Bye.